guys, what's up? It's me, Hillary, and for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Cold World. I went to go see them live previously with om&m, Marilyn Manson, and Slipknot. I met om&m. I don't think I've talked to you guys so much about me being obsessed with om&m yet. I feel like I haven't uploaded in forever. I know I did the 100 layers of band tease challenge, and that was like absolutely insane. But during that time, that's when like my love for om&m like really like just been escalating so much. I was able to meet them on their summer tour. I met them at Jones Beach, and oh my, like there's so many times where I tried to record that video and try to get everything in it, but I felt like it still wasn't as informative as I wanted to be. And obviously when I'm making YouTube videos and there's, you know, people following and fans and, you know, people that love these bands and like they want to know your experience, I want to make sure I give a full out detailed experience and how they were, because if not, I feel like I'm boring you guys, number one, and number two, what's kind of the purpose of that if I'm not really being descriptive? Because, you know, everyone has their own stories about meeting their own band members, and I think that's really cool. And like, I don't know, there's just like something, a part of me that felt like when I tried to refilm those videos 2 times that they just weren't as great as I wanted them to be, and like that was even right after the experience. So like, I don't know, I like couldn't get myself to record a video, and I have no idea why. I really regret doing that because, I mean, not that I really regret doing it, I still have like the video of me meeting om&m, so I'll definitely show you guys that some point in this video. But I want to talk a little bit about Cold World, and I also want to talk about seeing them live for the first time ever. It's funny because just starting back to when I first met om&m and first saw them, I saw them at Jones Beach. It was, I believe, either Marilyn Manson's tour or Slipknot's. I'm not 100% sure, but they both went on tour together. om&m were opening. They were playing for strictly 45 minutes. And the reason why I wanted to go was because I was always so scared of not being able to see om&m live. As if you guys know, Austin has been dealing with Marfan syndrome, and I know that doesn't let him get in the way of what he wants to do and what he loves doing. I'm going to attach Austin's Instagram post and also some of his websites in the description down below, and just everything about Austin and what he's doing and raising awareness for his Marfan syndrome and how to be aware of it and everything. I'm not too well at explaining things like that, but it's his health issue. I'm just gonna put his posts in the description below just so you guys can read it and like get involved. I know om&m had to cancel their European UK tour, which is really upsetting, which is why I'm sending all my love to Austin and all my prayers to him, and hope that he gets better and just gets straight back right into recovery and jumps back into it. I know he will. A lot of faith. I have a lot of faith, and all of his fans are praying for him and, you know, sending their love. So besides from that, I was always afraid that I wasn't gonna be able to see om&m. I was always like just had this fear in the back of my mind, so I'm like, I really need to go see them and get any possible chance that I could. And I told my mom it was with Slipknot and Marilyn Manson, and she really didn't know who they were, so it was kind of okay until my friend's mom told her like, oh, like this is what they do, this is what they do. And then obviously when we got to the concert, she saw what kind of band it was and like all this other stuff. But besides from that, because I'm not judging other people's music taste, like that's totally your thing, that's what you like, that's what you like. I went and it was a really good time. I saw them. They performed first, of course, because they were the opening act, but they were amazing. Like Austin, we were actually able to meet them before the show, and it was really cool because I was able to get a lot of things that weren't written out. I got my vinyl signed, my first ever vinyl. I would show it to you guys, but it's currently framed and up on my wall. But that was really, really awesome. I also do have a photo of it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me, I know I'm doing like shameless self-promo. I do in every single video, and I really need to stop. I'm sorry, but I do have the picture on my Instagram. Store in Force, full circle vinyl, signed and everything, so like I said, if you want to check it out, that's cool too. I got that signed. I got some lyrics I wanted written out. I had Austin write out a lyric for me, and he was like the sweetest guy on earth. He like just made sure like how it's how I wanted it. Like, he wrote it in print, he wrote it in script. Like, he was so sweet, and like my heart just melted with him because he looks like the scary, like, you know, tall person, but he's really just like a huge cuddly teddy bear. Like, that's how I feel like most of band members are in general. Regardless, I love their band, I love their music, so I know how they really are. And for me to meet them after a long time just listening to their music, dedicating myself, and I was just so happy to see how they were, because they were so supportive of fans. And like, I was even talking to Aaron about the new album when it didn't come out yet. I think it was like a month prior to the album coming out, I believe. So we were talking about Pain, and I was telling him I love it, and how it was such an amazing track, and they were just saying like, yeah, like we wrote that in the studio, like it's really cool. And I was just so overwhelmed with how sweet and genuine this band was. They really do care about their fans. They were so supportive. They were like just making sure everything was okay, how you're doing, like, you know, it's so nice knowing that they care about you just as much as you care about them. I think that's really like the most important thing for me to look for in a band, and to also support them, because you don't want to support someone that doesn't give a shit about their fans. I also went around about that on my Twitter about Justin Bieber. Like, there was a time where like he said something about his fans like not to do anymore, and like I just got so mad and I ranted about that. But anyway, prior to Of Mice and Men, they were just like, I like wish I knew the words to explain it more, but I took a lot of selfies with them. I took selfies with Alan, Valentino, Phil, Aaron, Austin, and the height difference between me and Austin was actually really funny, because he's like all the way up there and I'm like all the way down here. So he took a lot of the selfies. I have them up on Instagram too, and on my Twitter. Actually, I should say on Twitter you can see like the 4 of them. I will link it down below if you would like to see them. If you don't, that's cool too. I get it. I promo a lot, so just excuse me for that. So besides from that, they were very sweet, and they like were just taking a bunch of photos. My mom got it all on video, so it was definitely the most memorable meet and greet experience I've ever had in my entire life. And I've been going to many concerts, and I went to many meet and greets, but there was nothing that compared to this, because I feel like the community that they have online, Ampersand, was really well put together, and the people that decided to organize this meetup and just do a bunch of stuff, give extra special things to fans, and organizing these little stuff even when it wasn't their concert, which is why I was surprised they did the meet and greet. And I didn't even buy tickets. Pretty much how you were able to get the meet and greet, you entered a raffle and you see if you won. Apparently Long Island, they didn't really have a lot of people signing up for the raffle, so it was probably maybe around 15 people, I want to remember as. I still have my lanyard, I still have everything. They gave me tickets, they signed everything that you wanted to. You had just the most amount of time, and it was just overall, like, Ampersand, I don't know who organized it, but they did such a well job at putting this stuff together. And for me, from a fan that has been to many of them, overall the most wonderful experience I've had with the band, with the organizers, with the photographers, with the security too. Like, that's even shocking that security is great at some of these shows. So yeah, you were able to take selfies, and you also got, the photographer took your group photo. I took one with myself, and then I took one with my mom, and my friend did the same thing. So it was a really, really great time, and I'm just very happy at how it all went down. Further going on about Cold World, I am so excited to finally talk about this, because I know I posted it somewhere, and I've just been listening to Cold World on repeat on everything. I feel like this album is just so much more them, and they're so proud of it. And for me, like, to see that a band is actually putting out like what they want, and instead of kind of following the guidelines and breaking that barrier between what people are expecting and what they're not expecting, I think it's so important for them to break that and finally do something that they're so happy and proud with. And I know that I'm sure that they're proud of their other albums, but I feel like this one was just really something that they wanted to do, and I'm so happy that they were able to. I love it. I got the Cold World vinyl from Hot Topic, so yeah, this album, it is definitely, there's some tracks that are really, really great. I swear to God, I still love Pain to this day, still the day that they released it. Game of War, The Lie, like all these songs, Relentless, Transfigured, Contagious. Oh my God, they're such great songs. The way the vocals come out, really good. Aaron has amazing vocals. I am very surprised about how the album came out, but I am obsessed with it. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, like why do you release this? They got a lot of backlash, but I feel like I said earlier, it's so much more important for them to release and break that barrier, rather than having to follow the guidelines and be like that normal band that they're supposed to be, and release something that's from, well, like what they want to do, release what makes them happy and what they like to perform. So I am so happy with Cold World, and I'm so proud of them for releasing this. And if you guys haven't, you guys should go pick up your copy. I'm going to leave the iTunes link down in the description below. And speaking of Cold World, I went to the release party in New York City. They had a after party going on, but I wasn't able to get in with my friend. So we just saw them live, and that concert, oh my God, that was like the most insane concert I've ever been to crowd-wise. I've got a lot of bruises that night. There was so many crowd surfers. I feel like I got a concussion, but luckily I didn't. But there was a lot of crowd surfers, which I totally get because of, you know, whatever. But there was to the point where we were in the middle, and usually the middle is where that happens the most, and I get that, but the fact is that people were kind of like, I guess, kind of like kicked you in the face and, you know, slapped you in the face. That kind of really made it not so great and not so enjoyable. But show-wise, band-wise, music-wise, everything was totally great. They performed it all live really well. I got so close. If you guys want to see, I'm probably going to add some video in here, and I'm also planning on doing their own individual concert video, like a kind of concert diary, but it's not really a vlog. I don't really know how you say it, but anyway, going on forward with the show, they only strictly performed songs off Cold World, and then they did, what was it? I feel like they did Never Giving Up, or they did one other song too that was a really old song, but Second and Sebring, that's what it was. I know they definitely performed that one, but I'm going to check to see about the other song. That was really cool to hear live. I thought that was pretty great. It's nice that they brought back 2 songs, and strictly the album, it went in album track list, that was it. But yeah, they were really great, like normal. Everything was amazing. I'm so in love with the new album. I've just been listening to that on repeat since it's come out, and really, they're such a great band. Really genuine people, amazing time, and I couldn't be happier with how it all came out with the album and everything. The release, like I said, the concert was a little bit crazy, a little bit hectic, but anyway, we moved past on that, and I'm just hoping that om&m and Austin can get back up and bounce back, and really sending my love and sending my prayers to him, and hope everything goes well with, I know he's in surgery now, he's doing a couple of back and forth testing and all this kind of stuff, so just my love and prayers for them, and I hope at least the other half of om&m is enjoying the break off for a little bit. But yeah, this is the end of my video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!